What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, guys. I am sorry I haven't posted in a while, but today we're gonna be doing something that I've always seen YouTubers done, and my brother's here.
What's up?
And talk louder. You can barely.
Okay. Let's go.
So I haven't posted in like 2 weeks now because I have a new desk, which I'm actually gonna show. It's really cool, to be honest. So today I seen a lot of YouTubers been doing these react to scary animations, and me and my brother reacted to them. But then I thought, why are we reacting to someone reacting to a scary animation? Why don't we just do it ourselves? So that's what we're here today. Today we're reacting to Wanzi Entertainment. It's called what's it called again? It's called A Woman Attacked Me Without Any Reason. And my brother's gonna be joining along with it.
I'm gonna get terrified.
Oh
I think you got scared of this.
But next time I haven't actually seen. I've only seen like the first minute. But then I stopped recording. I don't know why I just stopped. I got really freaked out. So next video
You should do it with me.
I'll try to do a face cam next video because right now it's just too fast. Okay, ready? Okay, hold up. Let's make sure. Hold up. Let me make sure. And just flip this. Wait. Okay, it's still recording, right? It's still recording. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna get freaked out. Hold on. I'm done.
Okay, so this event only occurred really recently, and I still can't believe it happened. I live in Sydney, Australia, and I'm very used to the occasional insane or creepy person on the street or bus, etc. I know how to deal with them and act around them most of the time.
Give me a second. Okay, guys, it's the next day. Sorry, something happened, but my brother's still here.
I got down.
My brother's still here, so let's continue watching.
A few weeks ago, I decided to go shopping at a big shopping center known as Westfields in Australia. I'm not sure where they're called elsewhere. They are always busy, and it's hard to find parking, but I managed to get a great spot in the parking lot on the level where you can enter the center.
Why are you alone?
I shopped, and everything was good. I had some lunch, bought some groceries, and a new dress. I exited the shopping center and started walking towards my car. There wasn't anybody in the parking lot except for a few cars trying to find a spot. Nothing out of the ordinary. Then I noticed a lady walking in the other lane next to me.
No, guys, you see what? I saw that footstep. Once you see someone stepping next to you that looks like, well, I'm not trying to be stereotype. I'm sorry for you guys who take this offensive. But if you see one, she may just be homeless or something like that. But, like, I don't care. You see one thing like that, you jump in your car. She's staring at her like she dropped her wallet. Like, hey, can you pick up my water, lady? My wallet. Sorry, I said water, something like that. What did I say? Water. Oh, well. So, it looks like the girl, the purple, I don't know what her name is, I'm just gonna call her purple shirt. The purple shirt lady is staying there, like, the red shirt lady got her, like, card in her hand, or, like, her wallet. No, she don't got it.
Annabelle!
So jump in your car. Jeez. Like, why are you staring? Like, all these stores, like, when a sound happens, they stare at it like they want to see the horror. No, one step, like, I just hear, on my next door neighbor, bye. No, I'm in my bed at the time. I'm sleeping. No, I'm out. I'm halfway across the Mexican border already. Jeez. Okay, continue.
Mine. She had tangled, matted and thinning hair. She wasn't dressed in the nicest or newest clothes. She was talking to herself, but I didn't think much of it because people do that when they're trying to remember something or going over something in their head.
Yeah, not that.
Then she starts screaming. Nothing in particular, just gibberish. I look over to see what she's doing or if she's injured, but nope, she's fine, just staring directly at me and screaming. She locks eyes with mine as soon as I turn to see what she was yelling about. A few seconds pass and nothing happens. She keeps screaming while keeping direct eye contact with me. Then her mouth spreads into an insanely terrifying grin. She stops screaming and starts bolting towards me. I was frozen for what seemed like an eternity, but it was probably only 3 seconds. I hightailed it to my car, chucked my shopping bag in the seat next to mine, cracked all my eggs, and slammed the door shut just in time. This lady starts banging on my car, screaming while trying to open the doors. I quickly back out of my spot, not caring if I knocked this batshit crazy lunatic to the ground. I didn't. She was fine, physically. But at this point, she climbs onto my fucking trunk and tries to break my back window. I start to move the car, and she jumps off, but chases after me for a few levels, and then I lost her. My heart was beating so fast, I thought I was going into cardiac arrest. I called the police and told them where I saw her and what she did. They didn't find her at the shopping center, and I haven't heard anything else about this. But my boyfriend offered to get me a new carton of eggs.
Okay.
No! What is wrong with these people? Oh my god, that's real. That's actually no, that's not real.
That can happen.
This is true with quotation marks around it, but still, that's so freaky. That can't happen in real life. It's happened to my cousin before. Like some crazy guy jumped out of her car. Remember that, Sophia? Oh, you know the girl I did the video with last time? Remember that guy?
Yes.
That guy.
The Truth and Dare girl with the phone?
The girl that I did the Truth and Dare with. A guy jumped on her car one time, or her mom's car while she was in the car, and then like started banging on her door, like let me in, and then just drove away. But jeez. Oh no. Oh, we need to watch this. Okay, guys. How much time we've been recording? 6 minutes. We can do a 16 minutes because this one says 2 disturbing horror stories. Omegle. So we're gonna put this thing on.
Omegle.
Oh, this is. I always do this. Feel free to use this. I skip my ads by doing that. Okay.
But it spoils kind of a lot.
Okay. Let's go. Wait, give me a second. Before we start this, give me 1 second. Okay, so guys, we're gonna have to. Okay, so we're still gonna be recording.
Y'all remember that thing, Omegle? I don't know if it's still as popular as it used to be, or if there's just another version of it that people use, but for those that don't know, it's a website that puts you in a completely random, one-to-one chat room with people. Either just text or with webcams too. When I was in my final year of high school, me and my buddies thought it was like the greatest thing ever after we talked 3 rando girls into flashing us one night. So as thirsty as it sounds, that's all we did for like a whole summer. Just chilling in one of our friends' mom's basements and just burning through different people all night. It got to the point where I'd go on Omegle sometimes when I got bored at home. Not to talk to girls as such, just to kind of mess around and see who was online. But I don't go anywhere near that site anymore. Not after seeing the most messed up thing of my life on there.
Oh my god, no.
Something that reminded me that the internet is still a pretty dark place sometimes. And that sometimes you can just happen across something seriously messed up. Just on that.
We're back, sorry.
So I have my webcam on, and I'm on a roll of just closing chat after chat. Everyone on that night was either a dude playing with themselves, a lonely weirdo, or someone legit mentally deficient, and I was just about to close that browser window out of sheer boredom when I see something that catches my eye.
Wait, hold on.
It's a girl.
Guys, let's say this should blur out. Well, I'm not gonna blur. I think I should blur out some stuff because some of that stuff was weird. Like how they talk and stuff. People don't get it. Guys, I'm not gonna blur it out. I think I am. I don't know. If it's not blurred out, then just do hashtag blur in the comments down below, whatever, or something like that. Please put that. But my blur, I don't know. You guys can decide in the comment, and then I'll edit it later, another day. But I'll keep filming. I'm gonna post it and then do hashtag blur if you guys do, and I'll blur it out and then post another one. Just so because some of the stuff was like, woo, family friendly, monetize. Okay, so let's go.
Kneeling in a room lit solely with red lights. My first thought is that I might have gotten lucky, and that I was in for a little bit of a show. But then I saw the plastic sheet underneath her. Now, as crazy as it sounds, I had seen something like that before. when this older woman in a mask had a plastic sheet down and was urinating on whatever the stranger in the chat asked them to. Me and the guys had a good laugh at that one, but it was obvious that the idea was to make us laugh at that time or some other strange interests. But what I ran into that night was most definitely not designed to be humorous. I'm still watching it, wondering who this girl is, why she isn't wearing a mask when she's basically completely uncovered. Whatever was about to happen, though, she sure seemed nervous about it, like she was visibly shaking and trying her best to hide her face. Not that she was doing a good job of it. It seems really dumb in retrospect, like the whole thing was giving off the worst vibes, but my dumb horny brain has me still thinking that this is some kind of weird fetish, and for some reason, when this masked dude appears on screen, that just cemented it for me. Some kind of weird BDSM thing was about to go down, and I wasn't mad that I was going to be the rando person to get to watch it. The dude walks up to the girl and puts a black bag over her head. She squirms a little, but other than that, I think she's still just nervous. Or maybe she was acting like that as a show for the audience.
No.
I mean, heck, maybe the dude liked her to act like that. Who knows? People are weird. The dude then disappears from view before reappearing with a cordless drill. He makes a show of this, having a finger on the tip of the drill like a magician would all, this is a real blade type thing, then walks around the back of the girl and grabs her by the head. Only then do I start to realize that this isn't quite what I thought it was, and that maybe, just maybe, I should close the freaking chat before I see something I end up regretting. But there was something about the whole scene. Something about the way the guy was acting and how the girl didn't try to run away. It seemed like a setup. Like it was designed to freak someone.
A setup? If someone grabs a plastic bag, puts it over your head, and then takes it off, and then grabs a drill and puts your neck back, oh no, he's just gonna pretend to drill her. No! What's wrong with you? Timothy? What's wrong with you, Timothy? Timothy!
Even the red lights were sus. Like, I remember reading about how old Italian horror movies would tactically use red lights on set to disguise how terrible their fake blood looked. Something about it meant I couldn't look away. So, I was watching as this hulking, bare-chested dude grabs the girl by the head. She's tiny too, and the size difference means his hand is basically wrapped around her entire skull. He then fires the drill up twice to ensure it's working properly. And that's when the girl really starts to panic. It was also, coincidentally, the moment I started to panic too. Either this girl was doing a very good physical acting job, or her fear was real. And if her fear was real, it meant the whole thing was real too. She starts flailing and struggling so hard that the monster holding her had to lock a knee into the small of her back to keep her still. The way they fell, you could basically only see her head and her legs kicking behind them both. Like I said, I was almost certain the whole thing was fake, but the part that made me really doubt that was what happened to the girl's legs when the guy started to push the whirring, spinning drill into the back of her head. First of all, there was the noise. It was absolutely stomach-churning. The sound of what could easily have been metal on bone just grinding against each other. But that could be faked, right? And there was this horrible mix of screaming and the drill's motor whirring, and the girl grunting as the pain started to hit. But again, could all be acting at the end of the day. What I'm almost certain you can't fake is the way this girl's legs started to spasm when the guy pinning her down started to really push that drill into her brain. They moved in a way that I don't think I've ever seen before, almost like people act in cartoons when they're being electrocuted. I got this sick feeling in my stomach, and I immediately closed the chat window before I saw anything else. The whole thing left me really shaken up. Everyone I've explained what I saw to says they think it was faked too. But then again, I'm almost certain that's because I feed them so much info on how it could have been fake, and not really on all the reasons why I think it could have been real. I think I actually just want people to tell me that. Tell me, stop freaking out. You fell for some elaborate prank that'll end up on the internet elsewhere. Because the alternative is just way too messed up for me to quantify. And a part of me still does think that I actually did watch a live snuff film that afternoon. I want to tell you guys that I later heard the cops found a body with a drill hole in the back of the head, or even that I read somewhere that it was just a prank, or even like a weird kind of viral marketing campaign or something. But the truth of the matter is, I just don't know. I never heard anyone else talk about the kind of thing I saw on Omegle that day, and I didn't ever go on that site again, so I didn't give myself a chance to catch a repeat performance, so to speak. I just try and tell myself that what I saw wasn't real, and that it was just an elaborate show to scare random internet strangers.
Oh no, it was just
That's what keeps the darker thoughts at bay when I'm reminded of it. And that's what helps me get to sleep at night.
So I thought it would be a drill, like a shadow on top of it.
Timothy! What is wrong with you? How do you think that is fake? That's real. Timothy! I don't even know if his name is Timothy or not. I'm just calling him Timothy. He looks like a guy whose name is Timothy. My God. But really? Well, if I saw that on Omegle, why did he sit there and watch? He said that he liked it. Bro, you're the person that should be arrested. Put you in jail. Put you in a Lego jail. That's what I'm gonna do. Jeez, man, you close the website. You close the website, and then guess what? He has to pause, and then go to another site, and then start doing it again. So guess what you do? So then that gives her some time to run away, but he probably won't be caught. So then guess what you do? You tell your friends to hop on Omegle, and then tell them to be after you, and then tell them to log out. So you just have to keep going back into chat. Yeah, that's a way. Yeah, I'm big brain. That's how big brain I have. That's how you get out of a situation like that. Timothy. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think there's another one. I don't really know. There is. True creepy peeping Tom.
When this encounter happened, I was only 10 years old, and my older sister was 12. Our father passed away when we were very young, and to this day, our mother never remarried. During our childhood, our mother would go out on dates with men that she had met, but they never would amount to anything more. One Friday night, she went out and left us at home. She would always leave right after we went to sleep. The doors stayed locked, but this time I guess it just slipped her mind on the way out. Anyways, the living room connected to the hall that the bedrooms were on. My room was the second bedroom down the hall, with my sister's being the third. In the middle of the night, I woke up to the sound of the door.
Okay. This is
Opening. I figured it was my mom coming in from her date, so I rolled back over and tried to go back to sleep. A few minutes later, I hear the door shut again. And a few seconds after that, my sister comes into my room terrified. She told me that when she woke up, she saw a man standing in the doorway, staring at her. He was wearing a long black trench coat. He never said anything, and when he realized that she was staring back at him, he turned and walked out. I grabbed my baseball bat from my closet and crept out into the living room. The door was wide open, but the scariest thing was that nothing was taken from the house. He came in, but didn't take anything. We stayed with our grandmother that night, and the following night. The next day, the police returned to look for more evidence. My mother did notice that one of our chairs was missing from the back patio. It was found in the woods behind our house, on the top of a little hill. This man had taken our chair, sat up there, and watched us. How long had he been doing that? Apparently, there had been 2 other similar break-ins in the neighborhood. He would come in and not take anything, and all the people were single mothers. What would have happened to my mom if she had been home that night? A few weeks later, this hermit guy that lived down the road was found dead from an overdose. I don't know why, but my mom seemed to think that he was the one that was watching us. But there has